Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my finale for A Court of Pans and Empties Book 2. This project was created by Paula of A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It for the Pantastic Ladies. It is based on the book series A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and we are going through the series. The second book is ACOPAE, A Court of Mist and Fury. This is the end of this book, and as of right now, book 3 is not posted. But I am going to assume that it will appear. Paula is not gone. She hasn't been that active on YouTube, but she is actually active in the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group in the administrative side. So she did not disappear. She's around somewhere, and so I am assuming that there is going to be a book 3. Under that assumption, I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the book 1 project. The prompts that I did not meet gold on are going to continue on. I'm going to keep working on them, but since this is a finale, I am not going to be bringing anything new in. Even though there's no roll-ins, we're going to go through the 6 prompts that I've been working on over the last month and see how many of them are rolling out. Since the intro, I've been working on the prompt The Night Court. That is where most of the story takes place. It is Rhysand's original home, that's where he came from, and it becomes Feyre's home as well. By reputation, she originally thought she would hate it there, but they are harboring a secret in Night Court, and she ends up really enjoying herself, and she makes it her own home. The Night Court is therefore represented by a product that you thought would be awful, but you actually love, and I picked a facial cleanser. This is the Good Molecules Clarifying Cleanse Bar. It is a solid bar of soap for your face, which is why it moves very slowly. I think I've been using this for like a year, but this is what it looks like right now, and as of today, this is going to be the cleanser that I'm using exclusively. I have been using it only in the mornings, but that is about to change, and so it should move twice as fast, which means it's still going to take a while. So when the third book starts, I'm probably still going to be working on this, but I am going to be using it in the meantime. It is not one of my goals met. The next prompt is Ianthe. We meet her in the second book, and we don't like her. She pretended to be Feyre's friend, but she betrayed Feyre. She actually also betrayed Tamlin, and so we don't like Ianthe. She's very much a two-faced sort of person, and that is why she's represented by a product from the brand Too Faced. I only own mascaras from them, so this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I am trying to finish this for the prompt, except I haven't started it yet. The mascara that I have been using is still going somehow. I kind of wish it would die, but I still haven't used this, so I don't have an opinion, and it's still in the project and still untouched. Hopefully by book 3 I will have at least opened it. Don't worry, there is better news for the rest of these products. The next prompt is Caradwyn and Nuala. They are twins, so they are a prompt together. They are trained as spies, and they also serve as handmaidens. And so they are responsible for hygiene whenever Feyre travels, and for that reason they are represented by either a body wash or a body lotion. This was the Ahava Dead Sea Mineral Shower Gel in the scent Sea Kiss, and it is gone. So they are a goal met. Caradwyn and Nuala are a success. They are rolling out, and so we will not be seeing them in book 3. Well, they're in book 3, but they won't be in the project. So there's my marks. I'm glad this is gone. I wouldn't buy another one. I think I got this maybe in a FabFitFun, and I think it's overpriced. I don't think the smell is that impressive. It's okay, but it's also very subtle, and I honestly prefer very fragrance shower products. So wouldn't buy another one. I'm glad it's an empty though. Next is the Bone Carver. The Bone Carver is one of my favorite characters, and he's very much a trickster. He does help them, but he kind of plays games with them at the same time, and so he's represented by a product that is tricky to pan. Everybody knows that blushes are tricky to pan. They take forever. This one's a sample, but it's not gone. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Captivating. My goal was just to use this 10 times. At the last update, I had 3 uses, and I have used the other 7. So this is a rollout. I have met goal on the Bone Carver, though I'm kind of sorry to say goodbye to him because I do like him so much. So this is a rollout. I still really like this blush. It's a very nice spring color, and I am glad to have expanded the pan at least a little bit. Last month I brought in the Weaver. She is the Bone Carver's sister. Her name is Striga, and she lives in her cottage in the woods. She weaves, and we're not entirely sure what she's weaving, but it is very reminiscent of the idea of weaving fate. Not sure how that really ties into the story, to be honest with you, but she's a very interesting character. And for her, she is a product that is a gem in your collection because she was harboring a ring with a gem. That ring was actually Feyre's wedding ring. So my gem is my Diamond Shimmer Mist in the scent Moonlight Path from Bath & Body Works. My goal is just to use this 10 times, and I did. So this is a rollout. This is my favorite Bath & Body Works scent. And I don't mind the shimmer. I actually don't have a problem with covering myself with shimmer before I go to work. Doesn't bother me at all. So I'm glad I still have it. I actually also still have a matching body wash and lotion to go with this. So I'm putting it aside for now, but I know I'll revisit it at some point. And the last prompt was Jurian. Jurian has an elaborate backstory, and when we first met him, he was an eyeball. He had been living on Amaranthus Finger for quite a while at that point, but his soul was captured within the eyeball. In the second book, he is able to be resurrected and has a body again, but since it's how we initially knew him, he is represented by an eyeshadow. This is the LOC One and Done Shadow Stick in the shade Rocksteady. It's a cool tone brown. My goal is to finish it. I've used it 3 times. I did sharpen it once, so it is a little bit shorter. Don't know if you can tell or not. There's kind of marks around the bottom because I have to use my pliers to hold it as I sharpen it. So still have work to do. I will either put it all over my lid as a one and done, truly, or sometimes I'll put it in my crease as my crease color. It's not what I did today, but this is still in the project, or at least between projects, and we'll check in on how it's doing later. So that was my finale. I met 3 of my 6 goals, which isn't too bad, and I'm going to keep working on the other 3 products in between, and we're going to see how well I do whenever the intro for the 3rd book goes up. I hope it's soon. I'm really excited about it. In addition to the 3 unfinished prompts, there are some prompts that I haven't managed to get into at all. There are 3 book 2 prompts that I didn't manage to randomize, so they are still not in the project. There's also a book 1 prompt that I never got, so those 4 prompts would then go in my tiny decisions wheel for book 3. So I could still potentially draw them there. I didn't give up on them. They just haven't happened yet by chance. So hopefully I'll get those. I'm really looking forward to the new project whenever it is, and I will definitely be participating, assuming that it goes up. So wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I will see you whenever the intro is. Bye!